Hi guys, it's Amanda. So today I'm going to do a requested video for you guys, and this is going to be a look at my Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay blush collection, and these are them. I love these blushes. If you watched any of my videos, you've seen me talk about them over and over again. So I'm going to just start out real quick by telling you why I like them. They come in quite a range of colors. Now, the only thing about Tarte that's kind of a little bit annoying is that I think their regular available colors are limited to maybe 10 or 12, but they release several colors in limited edition kits. I have seen a couple of these colors come back out with a different kit, but I haven't seen most of them released to the regular line yet, which makes it a little bit annoying if you're trying to get your hands on it. So always check out eBay or Makeup Alley for swaps or something like that if you're looking to get your hands on a particular color. So that is, I guess, my only negative about it. But I usually like the stuff that's in the kit too, so I don't mind buying the kits. And it's usually a good value. So anyway, I have 8 of these blushes, and what I do like about them is that they last. They last so long on me. I was one of those people that most of the blushes that I use, I would put on, and within an hour or two I could look in the mirror and no blush. It's like it would slide right off my face. So these blushes definitely last quite a bit longer. They are extremely pigmented, so you do not have to be heavy-handed with them at all. In fact, just a light sweep across the blush with your brush and brush it on and you're good to go. And you'll see in my collection I have some colors that look a little scary. And the nice thing about a great pigmented blush is that you can get some colors that in the pan are going to look really, really dark, and then if you just brush on the lightest color, then it's just going to look very pretty. You can think of it as you would with a really dark color. Let's say you had like a dark burgundy lipstick, and you just kind of pat your lipstick on and smear it around with your fingers, and it gives you a very different color. It gives you a brighter, lighter version of that color, almost more like a stain. These blushes have the same effect, where you can go in to a darker blush and just put a lighter amount on, and it gives you a beautiful color. It does not at all look dark or scary on the skin. So I'm going to run through some of these colors that I have. And I have, like I said, 8 of them, and I have them in front of me, so I'm going to read them out. I have them all flipped over. I have Exposed, I have Peaceful, I have Wonder, I have Charisma, I have Passion, I have Tickled, and I just got this one the other day from a really sweet woman who swapped with me because I didn't have this one yet. And I have Flush, which you're going to see is one of the darkest ones. And then I have Amused, which is a bright pink. So, I am going to start with Exposed. This is the blush that I reach for the most. I think these two are tied. This is Wonder. I reach for this one pretty often too, and this is Exposed. But I used Tickled today, and I really like that. So it's a little hard for me to pick, but anyway, this is what they look like. The compact is just like, you know, a nice regular compact that you would see. One thing to note that I love about Tarte products in general is most, if not all, of their color products, and especially their blush. I love, love, love the fact that they color coordinate their packaging to what is in the package. So I have all these different blushes, but they're not all in like a sleek black case. They're all in different colored cases, and it's really, really nice if you have, you know, more than 1 or 2 of these, and like me, I have 8. It makes it so much easier to find the one I'm looking for. I don't have to flip over the packages and read them all, so I love that. So you do get a really nice full-size mirror in this, so that's always great if you're going to throw this in your purse. And this is what the product looks like in the pan. And again, this is Exposed. One thing to note about Exposed is it looks very brown in the pan, but when you swatch it out, you'll see that this color looks more like a dusty rose, which you've heard me talk about before. And I am just going to swatch it out there. That's what it looks like on the skin. It is one of those colors that you can pair with any look you're gonna do. So if I'm, you know, in a hurry and I'm doing my face and I just don't know which blush to go with, I pull out Exposed every time. Or if I'm just looking for the most natural looking blush, I feel like on my fair skin, Exposed is that blush. It gives me just enough color, and the fact that it has just a little hint of brown in it really kind of warms up the face too, almost like a bronzer would, but not in that, like, well, maybe not the way a bronzer would, but for me, it just definitely warms up the skin. Then the next color that I have here is Peaceful, and that's what it looks like in the pan. I think this one came with my very first Glow Your Way to Gorgeous set, and that's what Peaceful looks like. And if you look next to Exposed, it is a little bit darker. It is very peach. I would say that this is kind of a true peach. The next color I have is Wonder, and you're gonna see that Peaceful and Wonder, I'll go ahead and show them to you next to each other. They look similar, but when you hold them side by side, you can see that Wonder has more red in it, and this definitely is more peach. So this is maybe like a more of a coral color. So I know that a lot of people get a little bit upset that Tarte seems to send out, like if you were just looking at the packaging, you would think that these were the same, but they really are not, and they look very different on the skin. So that's another thing that I love about Tarte, that even though they release all these different blushes, I find that they look different on my skin. So they're almost blending together. But if you see, Wonder is below Peaceful, so it's the last one there. You can see it definitely has some more pink to it, more red to it maybe. And I'm doing kind of light application, or trying to do light application with these, just to give you an idea of what they look like. And the next one I have is Charisma. This one definitely is more, still leaning more towards the red. And so here's Wonder, and there's Charisma. So you can see we're just getting a little bit deeper in the pinky reds here. And so if this was like a light coral, then this is definitely a darker coral. And like I said, in the pan, these look really scary. I mean, it looks like a lot of color. And for the most part, I want to say all my Tarte blushes, let me check. Now, Exposed might be the only one I have that doesn't have any shimmer in it. But I think all the rest of my Tarte blushes have shimmer, which it's very finely milled glitter that's in this product. It does not show up like a sparkly ball on my face. Like if you have NARS Super Orgasm, you know, you get like chunky glitter in that one. I don't have that in any of these blushes, so don't be concerned about that. It gives you just a really pretty glow on your cheeks, and it is almost undetectable. So there is, what am I on? Charisma? Yeah, Charisma. You can see we're just getting a little bit deeper here in the swatches. And that's only 4 in. I might have to wipe these off. We'll see. The next one I have is Passion. And there's Passion. And just to give you an idea, this is Charisma next to Passion. So you can see Passion, definitely more of the purpley berry tone than, I would say rose to berry on Passion. Charisma definitely more on the corally red color. So again, this is another one that looks a little scary in the pan, but if you just apply it lightly, and I mean, if you look here, I'm, you know, I got my finger in this. I'm not just kind of brushing it like really lightly across. So this one is going to be a little bit darker because I just double swatched it. But if you see here, then that is what Passion looks like at the bottom. So a little more berry. And yes, if you look at these, they all look super similar next to each other, but you can still see that there is a difference between them. And I think I'm just gonna wipe this off so that I can start the next 3. Let's do that. Sorry, I have this little wipe right here, and if you have not picked these up, Costco has Kirkland face wipes, And I don't use them to take my makeup off so often. If I make a little boo-boo, I'll go in with these, or if I'm trying to get makeup off my hands afterwards. I don't know about you, but after I'm done doing my makeup, between, you know, putting my foundation on my hand and going from my hand to my face, or trying to get mascara off a wand or whatever, my hands always need to be washed afterwards. So these are always nice to have, and they're cheap. I think it's like $12 for the whole big jumbo box. So I do like those. And there are those occasions where I'm super tired, and yeah, I do take my makeup off with them. It doesn't happen often, but it's nice to have that option. So the next blush I have is Tickled, and like I said, this is the newest blush that I've gotten. This one also doesn't look like it has shimmer in it, so that might be a little difference here. And this is what it looks like next to Passion. You can see this is a little bit more on that red coral look. Definitely more red, I think. This is next to Charisma. So again, more red in this one, more peach in this one. So here is my swatch. And hopefully my hand's not still... Oh, it's funny, it's not swatching so well. Okay, well this one looks really dark in the pan, but does not show up super dark on your skin. I've just swatched it like 3 times. So if that's a problem, you can see it's showing up very well on my finger, and it might be the fact that I've just brushed makeup remover across my hand, I don't know. But again, like I said, I used it today and it works perfectly. So that is what that looks like. That's Tickled. Maybe I'll try swatching it on my other hand, see if that makes any difference. Nope, no difference. It goes on rather sheer, this one. See? Looks pretty similar on my other hand as it does to there. Really pretty color. Love it, love it, love it. Like them all, but you know. Anyway, the next one I have here is Flush. Is it Flush or Flushed? Flush. And this one, be prepared, it's gonna look kind of magenta. Yeah, see this one, definitely purpley, pinky, berry color. And I don't even know if it's showing up as dark on the camera as it does in real life. This I bought from Sephora, and it really does look like magenta in the pan. And I was looking at all the blushes, and I was looking for one that's maybe a little different from ones that I already had, and this might be the 3rd blush I ever got from Tarte. And what I liked about it is, like I said, it looks scary dark in the pan, but I've worn this one a couple of times. This is what it looks like on my finger, so this is probably what your brush will look like. But when you swatch it on, it's just a really pretty color. I mean, look at that. Obviously, you can go over these and deepen them up if you need to. If you're a woman with deeper skin, these are great blush options because you can just layer some more on and you get a more intense color. The other thing is you can use, I use typically a regular blush brush, but you can also, if you're afraid, you can use more of a stippling kind of brush, or a brush that's duo fiber that's not going to pick up as much color. So if you're heavy-handed with it, that would be a good option. But this color just looks so pretty on. And another little tip is if you get too much on your brush and, you know, that's scary looking to you, then you can actually brush some of it on the back of your hand before you apply it to your cheeks. So that will get some of the product off. So this one again is Flush, and I do really like it. Sorry, I know I keep disappearing. I've got them all lined up here. And then my last one here is Amused. This is what Amused looks like. That is just like a pink, like Barbie pink. So here is that color there, swatched out. I think the only one I don't have is, or well, there's several I don't have still, believe it or not. But one of the popular ones I think is Doll Face, which is also kind of a pink. I went for the darker pink version. I think that one's lighter pink. I probably will pick that one up too. So anyway, these are the swatches of my 8 Amazonian clay blushes. I love them. I probably reach for these every day. Every day. I think occasionally I'll use my Laura Mercier, occasionally I'll use my NARS. If I had to choose, it would be this. If I could only repurchase one blush, it would be these. Or it would be one of these, probably Exposed. Yeah, probably Exposed. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I have some more videos that I'm going to be posting here soon. If you see, I got a shellac manicure for the wedding, and this is what it's been exactly a week. So I will do a review on this a little bit later, but that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!